Good morning, everybody. It's your boy D Mac. Let's talk. So, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. Y'all are our new champs. Salute. Phoenix Suns. This is what my topic is right here, particularly Chris Paul. So we've seen throughout this whole entire series the struggles that all of these teams went through. It's been a battle on both sides, health wise, just throughout all of these series and leading up to the finals. It was a struggle in itself. We can all agree to that. But I will say this, man. I said before, it would come down to who's the healthiest team, and who had the most depth on their bench. That would determine who the champions would be. Well, come to find out, it just came down to one person, and that one person was Giannis. Um, Aiton did all that he could do. Last night, he didn't produce much at all. It's like Phoenix were just flat. All of the wind was taken out of their sails, and they had absolutely nobody to motivate them at all. They were in a place where they'd never been before. They've never been to any finals, and they've never been in a do or die situation like that. So the inexperience really showed, and they ended up giving away the championship. I know Devin Booker was given high scoring output games, but he's been making mental mistakes to kind of make that null and void the whole 40 points. What good is it to score 40, but then give the game away in the end because of mental mistakes? And Chris Paul, this is the whole entire topic of this. So I was just kind of leading up to him. Chris Paul, he's a great player. Let's go ahead and say that he's been a great player for a long time, but he's not a closer, and he didn't really have the heart to push his team to where they needed to be to win this daggone series. Um, I remember a few years back that LeBron tried to get Chris Paul on his team because they're like best friends and whatever. And the league vetoed it because they said that they weren't going to allow LeBron to stack the team. And so they vetoed the trade for Chris Paul, which I know kind of ticked him off. He really wanted to play with LeBron. LeBron really wanted him there, and that definitely would have made them a powerhouse to have Chris Paul at the point. And so I just bear with me on this because I love to think outside of the box. But I recall James Harden when he was in Houston and he wanted to get out of Houston. He started to let himself go. He started to let his game slip, and he did all the things to make himself undesirable so that he could get traded, so that they would say, look, we're not going to deal with this. Instead of putting up with all of this trouble, we're just going to go ahead and give him what he wants and let him out of this contract. That's what James Harden did. And I feel like maybe we'll see Chris Paul as a Laker next season because, this is what he's always really wanted. And how could he really be able to get out of his contract in Phoenix if they win a championship? So how about I get them almost there and then I just flake. I just flake to the point to where they wouldn't really have much fight or much pushback on me being traded next year. And then I can go and play in LA where I really wanted to be and then win a championship there. You know, like I said, it might be reaching a little bit, but it's not far fetched by far. This is not out of the realm of possibility. This is something that Chris Paul and LeBron would do. And if it is on certain level, it's brilliant. Um, but then too, I could be all the way 100% wrong, and Chris Paul just don't have what it takes to close out. And Chris Paul didn't have uh, what it took to motivate his team and push his team over the top to win a championship. That could be it. It could be either or. I'm just speculating here, but I just wanted to plant that seed into the minds of some people because if Chris Paul ends up in LA next year, which he may very well do, we're going to have to revisit this conversation. And a lot of people are going to ask the question. And if that happens, a lot of people are going to ask the question, well, did Chris Paul intentionally throw those games and cost his team a championship so that he can go and play with LeBron because that's where he wanted to be the whole time anyway? And LeBron's guaranteed him, hey, if you come and play with us, man, we're going to win a championship. Chris Paul, LeBron, and AD, it's not a hard sell for LeBron to sell that to Chris Paul. Not to mention what other players they might pick up as well in these trades on the offseason. So who knows? They're looking for a point guard, definitely. They need a premier point guard. They're not going to wait for and develop a point guard. We know that LeBron is not going to wait and develop for anybody to develop. He's looking for a championship right now. He does not want to help anybody grow and become a great player. That's established. Everybody knows that. So they're looking for a veteran guard who can come in and just mesh with their system, bring the ball up the court so LeBron don't have to be a point forward no more. And then, that'll help LeBron out. That'll that'll help Chris Paul out because Chris Paul is a role player. Chris Paul is never going to be the leader of the team, that guy that you're going to look to for motivation, that guy that you're going to count on to bring us out of a hole when nobody's hitting and everybody's ice cold. Chris Paul's never going to be that guy. Don't look at him to be that guy. That's just not his role. He's not capable of doing it. And he showed you throughout this series that either he's not capable or he's not willing to do it. So salute DeAndre Ayton. You made a name for yourself as a big man by your showing in this finals. Devin Booker, everybody always knew that you were a beast, but you still got some stuff to work on because you making these mental mistakes like you have cost y'all a lot. Um, but yeah, hey, I was wrong about the Phoenix Suns. I was hoping that they would win it because I wanted Chris Paul to win and one, and I like DeAndre Ayton. Um, Devin Booker, he's that guy that LeBron was. Hey, this is our guy. Now I look back at that, and this is me reaching again. I really love to think outside of the box. So don't get mad at me and be trying to argue with me about these things that I'm saying. But remember when uh, Phoenix put LeBron them out in the first round, and LeBron went over to Devin Booker and he signed the jersey and gave him the jersey, and it's like, this is the guy. Maybe that's the guy that's I don't know, man. I never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. That's too far, too much of a stretch for even me. Um, but yeah, I'm just leave it alone, man. Congratulations, Milwaukee Bucks. Chris Paul, you're a great disappointment, and you're going to eventually go down in history like a Charles Barkley. This is your boy D Mac. I'm out.